Thunder Bay City Council will be asked once again to push back a final report on the controversial facility.
June 3rd is the new date, after it was discovered that a deeper foundation will be necessary because of soil conditions at the site next to the community auditorium. Josh Morano is following the story. And Josh, what does that do to the price of the facility?
According to a memo to Council, an estimated $600,000 is being added to the original cost for a concrete foundation due to contaminated soils at the site. The new costs will still keep the project within the approved financing strategy for up to $44.6 million, but it would be over the $38 million upset limit approved by Council last November. The final report for the Soccer Northwest indoor turf facility has been pushed back until early June instead of the original March 25th date. City Engineering Director Kayla Dixon issued the memo to Council with the new timelines. She says the delay on the final report is due to contaminated soils found at the site.
We have received the reports on our geotech and environmental studies and found that the new recommended foundation for the facility is actually a piled foundation, and that does increase the cost of the original recommendation, which was a shallow foundation.
President of Northwest Soccer, Michael Veneziali, says he is disappointed that there is yet another setback. He points out that his group previously encouraged the city to hire a design-build contractor to visit the site and create models for the city. He believes this will not only save time, but by the end, reduce costs.
If they decide to go that route, we've heard from administration year over year saying that they're swamped, they're busy, and they're having trouble keeping up and getting these things done on time just because of the sheer amount of work they've done. Another benefit of going to this design-build RFP route, not only is it going to save money, it's going to save a lot of time because the developers are ready to do this. We know from working with several in the city.
Dixon estimates that dealing with the contaminated soil by using a concrete pile foundation will cost an extra $600,000. She says those costs are still within the previous overall estimate. However, she says the numbers are not set in stone and could change due to other variables.
We need to consider what this information means as far as the final design costs, what other costs might be associated. So for example, now that we're doing a piled foundation, maybe there's less soil that needs to be excavated and transported to the landfill. So there's certainly some details around those that we need to consider.
We didn't know exactly what type of foundation was going to be required until the full geotechnical was done. So when the plan that we put in, the price included $1 million contingencies exactly for something like this, and the city's plan was about $2 million for contingencies. So it's not new costs at all, it was something that was expected to happen.
A full report will be presented to Council June 3rd, which will include the results of a financial analysis of the facility, including expected revenues, operating costs, and life cycle costs. Despite the latest developments, city administration has not changed the construction start date, which is still slated for spring 2025. Josh Morano, TBT News.